But besides all that, B, what have you been jamming since the last episode?
Been a light. It's like, hey, like the current weeks, bro. It's the past weeks. It's just been light for your boy. But I have like a few albums I've been playing. So the first album I'm talking about is from, man, I always had a problem with this when I heard about them. But B, I might need your help. Ornithology.
Chet Baker.
No, I know
Reimagined?
that. I know that.
Omethology?
Ornithology, bro. I don't know. I was messing
I'm
up.
hoping that's that. Yeah, it's
Hey,
Omethology.
I think it's ornithology.
Wait, is that an R? I thought
Yeah,
that was
right
an
there.
M.
It's ornithology.
Oh, ornithology.
Yes,
See, I
ornithology.
don't got my glasses on. I
Yeah.
thought that was an M.
Ornithology. You know what I mean? Sometimes I have a little problem with the words. But yeah, Chet Baker Reimagined EP. So ornithology, I think it's I don't know if it's one guy or it's like a band, but you know they're jazz. So they like reimagine pretty much the Chet Baker stuff. They did a live performances. And like, man, it's short, you know, got three tracks, but the other one's like remixes from other artists or whatever. Well, remixes from with other Chet Baker songs. Like they did their version, then they like remix a Chet version of it. So it's 6 tracks, but it's jazz. And like, man, I'm talking about instrumentation on point, quality. I don't know, in the live experience, you could tell that it was in a very intimate spot where they did it live in LA. I don't know, when you driving, listening to it, it just feels like you're a part of the show. And I don't know, I really enjoyed this, man. My coworker actually introduced me to this. You know me, I gotta always add my little jazz into it. So you know, that's just some short, sweet I jams like under 30 minutes. Called Anthology, Chet Baker Reimagined EP. If any of you guys into jazz, I'm pretty sure y'all like this. Very lush jazz music beat, like it sounds like it's jazz, but it sounds like more modern, but also in that avant-garde way. You know what I mean? But anyways. Y'all check it out if y'all want. Y'all don't have to.
But for me, I actually jammed a lot because I didn't watch much YouTube this week. And so there's going to be stuff that I'm going to give literally brief, quick hits on that I'm going to talk about because I'm want to mainly talk about the newer stuff that released this week that I listened to. So in terms of like some of the stuff that I did listen to that's older, that people that's not really current right now, I listened to Pimp C's debut album, The Sweet James Jones Story. I did a Dark Sage interlude about that, and it will be coming out on the actual anniversary of that coming out. I thought that the album was you know, it wasn't good, but I understand under the circumstances that it came out in. Listen to Big Sean's Dark Sky Paradise for another Dark Sage interlude. That review for the 10-year anniversary will also be coming out. I listened to it. Still one of Big Sean's best works. I think it was a really strong body of work, especially with it being like 12 or 13 tracks, under an hour. Pretty good stuff. The New Toronto by Tory Lanez, I heard that. It's more the New Toronto 2, but it sounds a bit more honed in. There are some tracks that I don't like, and I think the New Toronto 2 is a better experience.
Are you working on the Tory Lanez run interlude?
Should I?
I think you should be. You the person that can do it.
Hey, I
was playing some Tory over the weekend as well, messing with my girl.
I could talk about some Tory Lanez. I definitely do. And this is the last project that I needed to listen to all of his stuff that's on streaming at least. Because there's still some stuff like that's not on streaming, like the mixtapes that I'm not going to listen to. And the last album I listened to that was older, that's not of the newer stuff, is not Shanti, Fantasia's Free Yourself, her debut album. That girl can sing. That album is all right, but that girl can sing. But yeah, go ahead with your projects, B. I just want to give some quick hits for the stuff that I've been listening to.
My next project is from Uncle John, Give Grace, a friend of the show.
You talking about the guy that blocked me? Yeah. Because I just said listen to black content creators instead of the white ones? Bro, this dude corny. I'm sorry, B. I didn't mean to say that.
That's why, bro, like I knew he could.
I'm sorry. Like, this dude blocked me because, and maybe I could put the Twitter post up somewhere, because he said, because NFR was talking about GNX, this is why I'm tired of the white people in hip-hop spaces. Yeah. I'm like, all right, then just support the black ones. I started to get traction on that tweet. I even plugged our stuff. Blocked. People was agreeing with me and everything. Not a single person disagreed.
Right.
They was getting on him in my comments. And he blocked me. I'm like, what did I get blocked? And he didn't after that, day after, privated his whole account. Boy was getting killed.
Man, he was wild, bro. But hey, yo, he's still a dope artist to me, you know?
Yeah, I'm not talking about his artistry. He's just a whack person on Twitter. For me.
Uncle John, Give Grace, man. He put it's like I think it's not an EP, because it's like 18 minutes long, 8 tracks. He got like his son on the cover. It comes off like in the, like, I want to say the first 5 half. I say first 5 half. The first half of this project, he's talking more about like his relationship with women and stuff. Over some really good like soul samples, and the production is really dope on here. I liked everything on here, bro. I was like, dang, like because his last album, I think it's called Piece of a Man.
And you said this is an EP?
This is like an EP, yeah. And it was something he just dropped. I didn't know he was promoting this or nothing. I saw this on his. I saw it today. He dropped this, so I played it. I was like, yo. Off my first listen, I'm like, yo, this is something gonna be in rotation this year. And thinking about this year, I was thinking about making a playlist. Like I don't know if you do your personal, I do mine. Of like, we could do for like until the end of the year, we have our favorite songs of the year.
Oh, I do that now.
You do that now?
I did that last year too.
See, I didn't do that last
But I didn't
year.
post
I used,
it.
yeah, I used to do it like in high school and stuff. But I was like, man, that's something I'm gonna bring back. So yeah, all right, cool. I didn't know you was already doing that. So yeah, that's something I was gonna do. So I was like, from each album, I'm gonna choose one song, I believe, and that I don't have to have a bloated.
Oh, see, my rule was like 3 songs from an album.
Yeah.
That's the max I could do.
Yeah, I'm gonna do one because I don't want to have it super bloated. Because bro,
Yeah,
the
mine
other
is
album
super
I'm gonna talk about, it'd have been super bloated out there. But yeah, Uncle John Give Grace, I think it's an EP, really dope project. I have one listen and I really enjoyed it. Uncle John is sounding really dope on these beats. You know, he has a really unique voice because he has like the raspy voice on it. So I feel like a good rapper with like a unique voice and sound dope on some production. It's like you can never fail.
You can go far.
You can never fail. So yeah, if you guys want to check it out, Uncle John Give Grace, really dope project.
All right. So B, I've been doing something on the show recently that it's kind of going against my moral value.
Yeah.
I've been listening to singles. Because I'm just like, especially with this year, it's been really slow.
Yeah.
I'm like, so I got some stuff that I need to talk about. And so I guess the first single that I could kind of talk about, because I got some other singles that I want to talk about, but they're not going to be like too in depth compared to the actual albums I listen to. I listen to Pink Dreads by DDG and plaqueboymax.
Yeah, I heard that.
Because plaqueboymax has been one of those guys that's been bubbling because of what he's been doing on stream, him getting the in-studio experience and stuff like that. And so I've been jamming Pink Dreads a lot lately, but I actually kind of want to... I've been jamming it like once a day, at least once a day type stuff, because whenever I get in the car, well, time I be tripping, I be on one. I don't know. I love it. I think it's a really fun song. Yeah. I've been jamming it since it first came out because I'm not a DDG hater. Like I don't get the hate for DDG online.
Why people hate DDG, man?
I guess because some people see him as corny. I think some of the things that he does is corny, but I don't think he's a corny individual. Nah. He's also a really good father. People be calling him a crappy father, and I'm just like, why? I'm like, just because you see him in his kid's life?
I've been watching him since he was in college, man. I remember when he was in college with.
See, I remember before college because I was watching him
on Vine. Yeah, I didn't.
And I remember that because he didn't have a big following on Vine. Like no one would check his stuff out, and it was just like, I don't want to be like that. I'm like, this dude trying to be like King Vader.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that he kind of switched it up because he's become successful, not trying to emulate King Vader. Which
just being himself.
Shout out to you. So, like I said, to go around and all that, to come back to here, I've been trying to see who Plaqueboymax is because he's one of those younger kids. He's one of them YNs that I never really got a grasp on because people are like, oh, he's gonna change the hip hop game, and I'm like, okay, I know who he is.
He produce, right?
Yeah, he produces, but he engineers as well. And so I really wasn't familiar with how people were saying, oh, he's going to really change hip-hop. And so, I've been actually subscribed to his YouTube channel now, and I've been tuning into the in-studio things. He did a recent one with Central C that I haven't checked out, but I don't know. I just think it was really interesting to see, like, a streamer, like, actually doing the whole recording and studio, like, doing the ad-libs. I think that's really interesting. But yeah, Pink Dreads is a song that I'm really digging from that little thing right there. It's a fun song, something that you don't take serious. I'm just like, hey, I'm having fun with this.
I played it once when they had this little hype. Like, it was like, oh, DDG kept, like, promoting. Like, oh, we're #1 on iTunes. I checked it. I'm like, yo, y'all slide down.
You don't like it?
Nah, it wasn't for me.
I
listened to it once. I was like, I'd rather listen to Nets, man.
All right, that's disrespectful.
I'm off the OG, out the OD, whatever he was saying.
That's disrespectful. But yeah, I just want to talk about Pink Dreads because that's something I have not talked about, but I've been listening to recently. So yeah, what's your next project, B?
My next project is gonna be it's like a trio. I don't know if it's I'm not familiar with their work. JEMS, UJ, and J Rob. I actually listened to their first JEMS in the CORNERSTORE. It's like an R&B joint, really smooth. It's not like, it's more like it give you neo soul smooth, but like hip hop, like that mix. So it's like really just a smooth, like vibey type of project.
Kind of like a Snow Allegra?
No, nothing like that. More of a hip hoppy, like that's what I'm saying. Neo soulish bag, like with Common them, like but like modern in a way.
Okay.
But like you ever heard of Phony People? They give me like Phony People vibes. They actually do R&B as well. But this was pretty cool. Like I found out about them because I was watching Quadri little interview he did with that what's that chick named Annabelle or whatever, and he was talking about, oh yeah, one of my favorite albums was from Gems and the Cornerstone 2 or whatever. But I'm like, I haven't listened to 2, I listened to 1, and I was like, I'm gonna go check this out. So I didn't listen to one he was talking about. I just listened to their first project, and I'm like, oh, this is pretty good. It was really vibey. Something you could. It ain't something that's like I just want to jam to or whatever all the time. But it's some good like background music, like for the set of vibe. You know what I mean? I really liked it. I was like, dang, it's not bad. I played it in the crib, and then like today I did a re-listen to it because it's real short. It's just 27 minutes long, 11 tracks. But yeah, UJ, J Rob, and Gems. I don't know if UJ and J Rob makes Gems. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably not a trio because I didn't do my research. I'm sorry about that because I see 2 people on the cover of the Gems in the corner store. So maybe it's just UJ and Rob together. They make Gems. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be that thing on streaming where it's like it's under the group name, but it's
Yeah.
also individually under those artist
Yeah.
names. So in case you look up their stuff.
Yeah, maybe so. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. So yeah, if you guys want to check it out, pretty really vibey, little R&B, little rapping, a little bit not like rapping, but like melodic, like sing rappy type stuff.
Uh, Next single I have that I actually listened to, new one by Kirko Bangz, Deep Inside. This is a song where I'm like, okay, Kirko, you kind of coming back on something that I really like because
Is this the one he like? I'm so slept on in my city.
this is much better than the stuff he's been coming out with recently. But his little Vent 5, the little 2 single pack that he came out with, I thought that was cool. And this song right here, I'm like, all right. Even though Kirko's been active on like, TikTok Live and all that, well, okay, Kirko, you kind of step outside and trying to reclaim your spot. I don't think you can. I think it's too late for that. But I do admire and respect that you are trying to come back out and claim like, yo, I'm the most slept on in the city. Like, yo, like like y'all don't know anything about me or whatever. So he's coming from that underdog angle, which I'm just like, no, you had like one of the hugest singles that came out of Houston. Like if we think about it, because who don't know who Drank in My Cup?
Drank in My Cup.
Like it's funny because I would think people would know What's Your Name, but I didn't know Drank in My Cup was that huge of a song
it was
on its
huge.
own. So yeah, but I'm only from here, so I can only speak about what happened to me.
Yeah,
So Kirkle Bands came out with a new single, and I just want to put some spotlight on that because people don't talk about it. Houston people don't talk about the Houston music that's actually coming out unless it's people that they really love.
Ice played it on the Joe Budden pod Saturday. I was like, all right. My last, I had another album I wanted to talk. I wasn't going to talk about. I listened to, but I need more. I actually need to understand this album before I talk about it. I'm gonna talk about that probably next week. But my next project, oh my god, I love this album. Even though it came out last night on Bandcamp and it just released on the DSPs today. Pink, Siifu, Black Antique
Is this a song that's coming out? I mean, the album.
It came out today.
Oh.
It came out yesterday on Bandcamp, and I think he's doing like a listening session, like a listen to what's it called, listening party. I don't know if it was last night or tonight, but he put it out on Bandcamp. I checked it out. I already bought the cassette. I'm always gonna support my guy since 2017, 2018. Been supporting this man. But anyways, my guy is just fearless. B. He pushes the genre. He do what he wants, and he makes it so black. But like with this project, I feel like everything was like, it was all his sounds that he do, because he studied music. You could tell that he's a fan of music, like as a whole. He's a student of the game.
Even the chord progressions.
Even the chord progressions. Because like he has punk rock in this. So like this is like a sum up of Pink Siifu to me, bro. He can scare the hoes and he can make music for the hoes. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta have that duality.
That's the duality of a man, B, of an artist. And that's what you get right here. And I love like the concept of it, of like Black Antique. It's like we original. We always gonna grow in value like a Black Antique. I was like, my guy. And then he have Big Rube on here. You know when Big Rube speak, you like, all right.
No,
you feel super black. The gums. And he has him on Gumbo, and I think he on a little bit of his mixtapes he put out last year too. But he on like 2 tracks on here, and like sums it up at the end with like a monologue. Big Rube does, but like, oh man, he got some stuff with High Tech on here, like the techno stuff they do over there in Detroit. Like I love High Tech. The samples on here, he got some R&B samples, and he got a Screw Life. I think it was like R&P Jalen to like his cousin. It was dope. And then Locked In, just fire. Then he got my boy 454 on that joint. What's that joint called? That joint is crazy. Oh, Girls Fall Off the Sky. Girls Fall Out the Sky. bro. He just, my guy is just dope, man.
B, this who we need to have a conversation on?
Bro, Pink's Siifu is just dope, man. Like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know why people sleeping on him, bro. He's just really a talented guy. And what I like about him is just, like I said before, he's not afraid to do anything different. Like the last track was a more of a like, it was kind of like very like introspective in a way. And he was just talking about, I think that was a track. He was like speaking on like, he was saying the lines of like, mom is dying. Like it was like more of a like, it felt kind of like spoken wordish in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, and there's other stuff in here. I'm like, dang, what are you doing here? Like in the beginning, like he starts you off like no, the second track, like Alive and Direct is like very distorted. Felt like you trying to plug up an amp or something, and it's just like what is doing with my mic? Like he just don't. He just
How many
don't
times
do
did you
what he
listen
do.
to it, B?
3 times. Like
Dang!
once last night and twice today, and I was listening to it on my way back like a re-listen because I had to engulf myself into this music, B. And like this right here, bro, I already knew it was gonna be dope. Cause when he put out an album, he's just not gonna give you one sound. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm saying he can scare the hoes and he can make the music for the hoes. You know what I'm saying? Cause he gonna make it vibey, bro. But I don't know, the unique, like I said, unique voice, dope production. It's like you can't go wrong with it, especially when you a really dope artist like Pink Siifu. Hey, Brian, thank you for this album. That's all I'm gonna say. I already bought the limited cassette. You know, I gotta get that. And once that vinyl drop, you know I'm getting
You
that.
on that, B?
Of course. So yo, Pink Siifu Black Antique. If you guys haven't checked it out, do y'all selves a service, not a disservice, and check this out, man. Mm-hmm. Support my guy.
Hey,
that's it, B. I ain't got nothing else. I had to end it on a good note.
Okay, I'm about to start shooting off the
right.
pause. So I listened to that new Travis Scott song 4x4. I liked it. I really enjoyed it. A lot of people, Travis has been coming out with the same song for years now. And in my head, I'm just like, what song in Travis Scott's albums sound like this one? Mm-hmm. Like, I'm pretty sure no one can say that. Because, and I said this weekend on Twitter. This song right here makes me realize I'm tired of the Travis Scott album experience. Mm-hmm. I just want an album where you're just giving me really good songs now, Travis. Like give me the compilation type.
Like his other album. McKnight or whatever.
Birds in the Trap Sing McKnight. Nah, because that's still more of a cohesive experience of like, it's not as much of an experience as Astro World and Utopia, but it still has that certain tone and thematic like darkness atmosphere around it. Like it's kind of a darker album.
I don't know. That one to me felt like it was the less.
It was disjointed. Still.
It was the most disjointed out of all, if you want to say that.
Yeah, it is. Rodeo but I think at the beginning of it, you could tell that he's definitely curating the experience really well. But I just want an album kind of like a Huncho Jack, where it's just it's a bunch of songs together. I'm not saying of that same quality.
A bunch of trash. Okay.
Yeah. Stop that.
A bunch of trash.
Stop that. But I just want an album where I'm like, I don't want the Travis Scott experience. I don't want to be ticking on this world no more. Like I got that for 2 albums now. Yeah. Travis, give me an album with just some good songs. Like they don't all got to be connected. I ain't got to listen to the album to really get the whole little aspect. I ain't got to get the 2 to 3 minute intro to the 3 minute outro of you just crooning on the end. Like to me, 4x4, especially with him using the proceeds of the actual song, which we'll talk about later in the news section, towards the LA wildfires and stuff like that. I thought that was really dope. But also him putting out the music video and things like that. I really enjoyed the song. It just made me realize like I'm not tired of Travis Scott. I'm just tired of that album experience. Yeah. That's all I'm really tired about because I already got that for 2 albums now. Give me something else now, Travis.
You want a playlist?
Basically,
mixtape vibe.
Yeah, I would love that for me personally. So yeah, Travis 4x4. I really enjoyed the song. A lot of people, Travis he's done the same song for so many years.
We're gonna talk about it,
sir. Meg Thee Stallion and all of them have done the same song for a few years. Travis Scott is not doing that. Bias speaking, maybe I don't know, but hey, Travis Scott's not doing that. And the last single I listened to was by St. John. I remember I talked about him in the What We've Been Jamming a few months ago. I was like, damn, I wonder if he's coming out with some new music. And he did. I saw that he came out with a music video on the block, for the block, whatever it's called.
Yeah,
you know, when they got
I think it's on the block.
Yeah, I follow them. Or Form the Shooters, whatever it's called. That's what I think it's called. Yeah. For the Shooters. Wow, St. John. The Fall from Grace.
Oh, nah.
B. The beginning of the song, I'm like, okay, take Keith, F this beat up. I'm like, okay. She sucked my meat. I'm like, what are we doing? I was like, no.
It's a parody.
B, I was like, yo. And then he was like, yeah, she spit on she did it. I'm just like, what are we doing, St. John? I'm like, what the F is happening right here? This is stereotypical Coon Tunes, B. What are we doing?
You know, do you think like it's one of them songs where, like you get in the studio and you just hear the beat and just start saying whatever you want?
He just look. You know how the symbiote be taking over Peter? That's him. He's like, oh, I gotta let this black take over me. He just let it rip. I was like, what? And then he's doing it without his little auto tune that he usually uses. Then towards the end of his last verse, he started using his usual flow, and I'm just like, it's too late, St. John. Because as soon as he put the auto tune on, I said, oh, Saint about to come in at least and kill it and save her for the end. He did not be. I was like, what are we doing, St. John?
He's sucking on me. I gotta play this, bro. I gotta play this track.
It just threw me off because I'm like, oh, okay, the beat's hard. I'm like, this is kind of something crazy for St. John right now. He came in with that beat. I'm like, yo.
She's sucking my meat. She's sucking my meat.
I was like, no. I was flabbergasted. I was disappointed. It's just like the father that he's not even mad at you anymore. He's just so sad. He's like, come on, darling. What are we doing right now? But yeah, St. John. Song is called Poppin'. Don't do that ish again, because I will pop that song right off. I should have reported that song. It just threw me off. I'm like, what the F is happening right here?
That's crazy.
But yeah, but it's time to actually talk about some albums that came out this week that I know we wasn't going to review, but I still needed to talk about something. I listened to Central C's album, his debut album, as they call it, even though he has other projects on his Spotify. Can't Rush to Greatness. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really enjoyed this. I didn't think I was. Maybe my experience was a bit heightened because I was in a little feud between Data J and Overcast. Yeah. And I was listening to this and I'm like, yo, it's kind of pumping me up. I'm like, I'm in my bag right now.
I want to watch the telly. At my mom's house. Some crumpets.
You know me, I'm a Zionist on this channel. I'm just like, yo, like, we got to do it best over here in America, baby. Yes, sir, I'm Team America. But listen to this album. I'm not gonna lie, and I didn't expect to listen to it because I knew he wasn't gonna review it, and I didn't expect to listen to it. But I listened to it because I'm like, F it, we ain't got nothing else to talk about this week.
B, it's like the same song though.
B.
Toby.
Same flow. Same flow. Same type of rapping. No changing up of the flow at all.
You think they can't switch up flows with that accent?
They can't. See, that was my biggest gripe with it. I'm like, is that an accent thing? Because Skepta, when Skepta came on the song, he sounded just like Central C. Yeah. Dave, the only reason he sounds different from Central C, his voice is deeper, and also he spaces out his lines.
That's how how Dave rap. Yeah. Dave is like their lyrical rapper.
Oh, is he?
Nobody messing with Dave. I be like, yo, stop.
I mean, to me, Dave, Central C, and Skepta, like, I don't want to be like that with Skepta.
I like Skepta on his other project. I like him on
Praise the Lord.
Because his project had a different type of production of what they're doing now. It was like from 2013. Mm-hmm. I liked it.
But I mean, Skepta fit perfectly on the songs that he was on. And it's a similar type of production on here. And I will say this is like the stereotypical mainstream like rap album. Yeah. But I will say though,
he got a Little Baby on there, right? Huh? He got a Little Baby on there, 21 Savage.
Little Baby, yeah, because the single with him and Little Baby came out last year. The song with 21 Savage on here. You know they had to get the UK
Brethrens.
Yeah. I actually really liked the album though. I thought it was, I gave it a 3 out of 5. I thought that this was a really solid body of work for a mainstream album. Like, I'm not putting this up against like something like crazy, like mainstream wise, like a Kanye West or anything. Previous Kanye West, by the way. But I thought, I came in here, I'm thinking, oh, this is about to be the worst thing I've ever heard. But strangely enough, it bumps in the whip. There's some songs I didn't like on here, obviously, but I enjoyed it overall, and I really like the sonics and the instrumentals of the album. Even though some of them could be samey with the
it's all the same.
Yeah, but sonically, like my favorite song on here, Top Freestyle, that beat is crazy on that beat. I'm like,
what are you talking about? Crumpet? Fish and chips.
It's the same stereotypical stuff. I remember when I first saw crack. He was like, they changed my eyes forever. It's just like
my life so deep.
Yeah, he got that flow. And then he keeps going. Like, there's no pause in it. There's no changing up the flow.
Call my mommy on the phone.
Yeah. You're gonna hit the telly with the belly. It's just like they got that voice. That's why I'm like, yo, can they not change up the flow because of the accent? Because that C China chick almost sounds like them too. She spaces it out a lot.
I see that clip. I never click it. I'm scared. She looks horrible on TV. I don't want to hear that. I'll be
in the back of the bus.
I'm like, I'm not gonna click that. I never clicked.
I'm not gonna lie though, when Black Mass did that little mix up of him on top of Euphoria, I'm like, I'm not gonna lie though, this kind of hitting on top of Euphoria beat though.
I'm good.
Yeah, but overall, Central C's Can't Rush Greatness. It's a stereotypical underdog rap that you're gonna get. Yeah, I'm from the hood. You wouldn't get. I'm from the toughest part of this. Like, don't run up on me because I might not be a changed person. I'm trying to create generational wealth for my fam.
For my family, fam.
Yeah, it's just a stereotypical underdog rap.
I'm not playing that on my phone. I'm good.
I enjoyed it. There's some songs that obviously I like from here. He had a nasty So Sick sample from Neo. And then he has a feature with Lil Durk on here, which he just came out the music video at the time of this recording. So, yeah. But overall, I thought this was a solid debut for a rapper of his status. That's the best way I could put it. If you like mainstream stuff, you might like this.
Only thing I know about Citrus C is he pulled out that DS out of his gooch.
Oh, no, that's hard, though. But that was hard, though. Boy didn't even pull out the stylus of that. He just pulled it out, flipped it. I'm like, yo.
But he got a hole in his button.
No, but you know when you play GTA, you got the little weapon wheel, you just pull the weapon out of nowhere. That was it with the DS.
Put that joint on his Gucci, bro. That's crazy. His Gucci is disgusting.
But yeah, I enjoyed the project, but I definitely would not recommend this to everybody. Next project I listened to was A Jaguar's Dream by Jordan Adetunji. I talked about him previously last year on What We Magenta. And so, like, his last project, you know, he tried to, like, experiment kind of with different sounds, even though it was, like, a similar sound. This album, he kind of hones, mixtape, he kind of hones in on that song. It's an R&B album. He hones in on it, what he did with Kalani. He has, like, the Jersey mix songs. He has similar songs to, like, a Cash Cobain type of sexy drill. But to me, they're way better than what Cash Cobain does. Like, they're way better.
So did he, like, do another one like, ooh, Doji, who's like that Doja Cat?
Yeah. He tries to re-emulate that song, like, 1 or 2 more times on the album. And he has a feature on there with Lil Baby, and he tries to get him on a song like that. And I was just like, I get it.
It's over for homie.
I think this might actually do well because I like to title this. It's short, it's short, it's loud, and it's sexy.
Bro trying to relive his best moments. Ooh, Kalani.
I mean, hey, he saw what worked me, and he was like, yo, let me kind of redo that and kind of make an album in the same vein. I didn't expect this album to be so loud like it is, but like I said, it has the Cash Cobain sexy drill influences. It has the Jersey Club mix influences as well. It sonically sounds good and pleasing to me, but it's not like, it's vibey, but it's loud though. So it's like a kind of like a poppy dance type thing that you'll get into. So it's very vibey. He's not great vocally, so yeah. But overall,
him and Kalani,
I enjoyed it. Yeah, I didn't like her on the remix though. I did not like her on the remix. Next project I got, Osamason. This is my first project by him. Jump Out. Young kids was saying that, yo, this is gonna be his WLR for him. His Whole Lot of Red. I was like, oh, y'all giving this some high praises. Let me listen to it. Kids don't know what they're talking about.
He the one that raps with like Richard Miri and all them, right? Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I get him confused with DD Osama, but yeah, it's in that rage genre, and I can see like how these kids like come from that rage genre, but he doesn't do nothing innovative on it. None of these songs really stand out. Like, yeah, this is gonna go crazy to the kids. This is gonna go crazy when he performs this to the kids, but sonically, just listening to it, I could barely hear what he's saying.
Parties, bro.
That's all they are. That's all they are. Like, I wanted to go into here and I wanted to be surprised, B. But I think the only people I like doing that rage sound because they make it sound good, Destroy Lonely, Ken Carson, Yeet. I'm sorry, I like the mainstream rage sound. Like, I hate to say that, but yeah, people will say like this was another Whole Lot of Red for him in his career. I was like,
Whole Lot of Ass? Is that what they said?
Yeah, it definitely was. And my last project that I had to talk about, and this is one that's out of my wheelhouse. FKA Twigs, I think that's how you say it.
Yeah.
EUSEXUA. Definitely different out of my
That cover
wheelhouse.
was so nasty. I'm clicking.
Yeah, it looks very dystopian, future world, like, you know, like Fist of the North Star type enemies. Like, that's the type of thing.
Like she ain't ate. Like what they call it, hunger strike. Like she had a hunger strike.
No, you talking about like anorexia.
Yeah, but I'm saying the hunger strike. That's how she look like them people that ain't ate in months.
To me, she just looks like a goon out of like Fist of the North Star on this cover. But besides her looks, album-wise, sonically, I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. I really don't know how to judge music like this besides like going off the vibe of it. Yeah. So just listening to it, it's very electro, techno. The best way I could describe it is this Dance Revolution music. Like, if you heard that, if you played that game and you dance to the music on there, that's what this type of music is. She has a feature on here from Northwest, Kanye West's daughter. It didn't really do anything for me, but people was hyping that up. But yeah, overall, this album to me, it didn't leave like a lasting mark on me, but I thought that the vibes was there. But I can't see myself going back to this. I really like the first half of the album though, really well. But yeah, that's about it for what.
Stepping out your wheelhouse.
I'm trying, B. I'm trying to. I was just like, yo, people kind of talking about this. Let me see what this is about. Even though not many people talking about it, I saw some people bring it up on the timeline. I just want to check it out.
Same.
But yeah, that's about it for what we've been jamming. Let us know what you've been jamming down in the comment section down below.
Man, shout out to Beyond Beats and Culture.